Most of the concern so far has been a lot of it from social media, obviously, and I'm getting my updates through there as well as through the government itself and provincial government, and also a lot from Derek Bennett, MHA, local MHA, who's been quite involved. So what we had was a situation where we went out there, we looked at this, we wanted to bring it in to make sure to minimize any type of spill that could occur. We had a problem on the way in, and we had to use the beach that we're using right now into Embree. So I've spoken to the mayor. So far, we're watching it because I'm really worried about the pristine nature of this particular beach, as was stated by the citizens. They're right. I mean, it is a sensitive Capeland area. It is something we have to watch. Unfortunately, because of the mishap, we've had to look at bringing it there, not originally in a comfort cove where we were hoping it would go. So the company is now doing what it can, and we're making sure and certainly hammering home the point that we have to maintain the pristine nature of the beach and make sure that none of the, Capeland and other species are going to be affected by anything that may spill from this. So as the dismantling now takes place, this is when we're watching. I'm heading out there tomorrow just to get an idea myself on the ground, how this is taking place, and the private company and how they're dealing with this.
I guess it's Transport Canada that's keeping an eye on things?
Yes, there's several people involved, but primarily I've been dealing with Transport Canada. Initially, I was dealing with the Coast Guard as the incident occurred and the extraction took place. Now I've been discussing this with Transport Canada, and also through, and I give credit to the provincial government. They've been on top of this as well, along with Derek Bennett. So I thank them.
So it ended up there as, we'll say, unfortunate circumstances, and now we need to get it out there fine. So what's going to take place during this extraction? I understand there might be some divers and that sort of thing brought in to make sure that the beach is left and restored as it was?
It could be. What I'm going to advocate for is that once this dismantling takes place and the extraction occurs, after that I want a good assessment of this beach to make sure that it is as it was before the Straits Foam showed up. And by doing that, it could be a longer process. If it requires divers, I'm going to be requesting it, and I'm making sure that Transport Canada is on site, and I guess as the local MP, keep their feet to the fire as to make sure that this Straits Foam is not going to leave this beach in a worse state.
You say you're going to pop out tomorrow. This is something that you're going to keep an eye on until everything is clued up.
And then some. I've been reading some of the Facebook material, like for people like Graham Wood and others who've been talking about it, and I've been watching it closely in the way they describe it. So they have great concerns. Now, the mayor I've spoken to the mayor. He's so far satisfied with what has been happening with the company and the dismantling of the vessel. And I have no reason to think that they're doing a bad job, and nor would I have the expertise to say that they are doing a bad job. Once that is done, and so far I'm satisfied with what they've gone through with, I want to have a closer look at this to make sure that Transport